Back in 2020, Vauxhall introduced the new design language and direction for Vauxhall after the PSA Group takeover, and this was the first car to adopt it. Well, this is the Vauxhall Mokka, and it has just been given a facelift to keep it fresh and similar to like newer Vauxhalls. The question is now, is it any better than before, and should you upgrade if you have the pre-facelift version? Let's find out. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Cars and More. This is the #1 place to be for car news and reviews. Sit back, buckle up, let's go. So, starting with the styling at the front, and at first it may look like nothing has changed, but there are a few things to point out. To start with, the LED daytime running lights have changed this blocky design, which brings it in line with newer models. The Vauxhall visor is the same as before, but the lower down in the middle grille it has a different shape, and on the electric model it is a lot slimmer than before too. The side vents are also slightly different and are sort of connected to the middle vent, with this deep crease on the bumper. The lower central air vent is slightly smaller than before, and the mesh pattern is now gloss black, giving it a more premium look. The same can be said for the cladding at the front too. Moving around to the side, and changes are minimal. We do get a new wheel option on the electric Ultimate model, just like the recent Grandland, but also like that car, I would have liked to have seen this design on the lower end model, but also the Ultimate petrol model too. The rest of the lineup gets the older 18-inch wheel design. The wheel arches and seal are also gloss black instead of matte black, and I think the gloss black does look more premium. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Whilst you are at it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Finally, to finish it off, we get a shark fin aerial up top. Moving around to the back, and again the changes are very minimal. We get a new set of tail lights that house the blocky design like the front LED daytime running lights, but apart from that everything else is the same, including the logo, lettering and the bumper design. Apart from now it is gloss black like the rest of the car. Right, let's have a look and see what battery and motor options as well as engine and gearbox options you can have with the new Vauxhall Mokka facelift. So, the Vauxhall Mokka can be had with an electric powertrain, petrol powertrain or a mild hybrid petrol powertrain. Let's start with the electric one first. This uses a single electric motor mounted on the front, powering the front wheels. This has 156 brake horsepower and is mated to a 54 kWh battery pack, giving this car a 252 mile range, which isn't too bad. The 0 to 62 time is dealt with in 9 seconds, which again is also quite decent for the type of car. For the petrol engines, you can have a 1.2 litre turbo unit with 135 brake horsepower. This has a 0 to 62 time of just 8.9 seconds and is mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox, and this powers the front wheels. Now, what is interesting is that this engine comes with a timing chain. But if you want an automatic model without electrification, then this uses a wet belt system. This also reduces the power up to 130 brake horsepower but keeps the same 0 to 62 time, and this sends the power through an 8-speed automatic gearbox to the front wheels. Now, the mild hybrid option uses the same 1.2 litre turbo unit, but the power has been increased to 145 brake horsepower, and this sends a power through a 6-speed automatic gearbox to the front wheels, and this engine does use a timing chain system. The price of the new Vauxhall Mokka starts at £25,375 for the petrol model, and for the electric model it starts at £31,680. Right, let's have a look at the interior. So, climbing inside the new Vauxhall Mokka facelift, and there are a few interesting things to talk about. To start with, we get the obvious infotainment system upgrade. This infotainment system is the same as what you will find in the Astra and Corsa facelift. It works very well and is quite customisable too. The same can also be said for the instrument cluster. We do still get this pure panel design, which is quite nice looking, but what is different though is in front of the driver. Now, this generation of Mokka had the Corsa indicator stalks and steering wheel, which was really a GM car. So essentially, what you would have thought of is that they would have done the same changes as they did to the Corsa by changing the airbag cover, but no, they have changed the whole lot. This time the indicator stalks are the older Peugeot style stalks, and we get yet another different steering wheel design that isn't seen on any other Vauxhall. It does have a flat top and bottom, but it is different from the Grandland, Astra and even the upcoming Frontera. Why they can't have one steering wheel design I do not know. Now, because of these changes, the light switch down the sides has been removed, but the cutout for it is still there, which makes it look quite obvious, and to be honest, I don't think it would have cost much to change that bit of plastic. The centre console is slightly different though, as the piano black plastic has gone and has been replaced with this silver material. But the quick action buttons has also been removed and again replaced with this pointless storage area, which makes no sense really. The seats are the same as before, and as too is everything else, which isn't too bad. Right, let's have a look and see what the rear seats are like. So, climbing into the back seats, and just like any other small Stellantis SUV, the rear doors don't open that wide, and the opening isn't actually that wide either. Just like before, legroom in the Mokka isn't the best, and neither is headroom, which makes this car not the best family car for the older children. We do get the addition of rear ceiling lights now, which we didn't have before, as well as some USB-C ports, which is nice. But apart from that, it is quite cheap and plasticky in the back, which is a shame. In an upcoming video, I will show you a car that does this correctly, so stay tuned for that. Right, let's have a look at the boot. So, opening the boot to the new Vauxhall Mokka facelift, and you're welcomed with a 350 litre boot space, which is less than most of its rivals, which is a shame. So, in summary then, what do I think of the new Vauxhall Mokka facelift? Well, it was never the best car in its class, but the changes are definitely a welcome touch to the car, giving it a new look and a slightly better interior. It is a shame though that the practicality isn't the best, as otherwise this would have made it a decent car. Not bad though for if you have a family of two or just have babies, and there are some good offers on at the moment too. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.